Hey guys, MogarMan here, bringing you a series I would like to call The Good, The Bad, The Mogar. In this series, I will be showing you some of my Ultimate Team highlight plays, whether I win, lose, or draw. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I want you guys to take a look at my new team. I still have Royce, Robin, Schwein, Hummels, and Neuer, but changes I did make was I put Ribéry in. I have Lucas, Silva, Alves as my the right back of my team, and I have Pogba in, and Pogba's card is amazing. The only reason why I have that left back in there is because I had to have a Juventus left back, and I couldn't afford the 800,000 one, so he does a good job. My first opponent had a very solid La Liga squad. One thing I liked was that Abidal was his left back. Basically, because I know that he's slow and that Robin would make him his bitch. He got the ball at midfield, and with me being a bit overly aggressive, he ended up scoring. Finally, I got a break on a failed corner, so I had a 3-on-1, but somehow I managed to fuck it up, because all I wanted to do was try to sweat, and sweating never pays off. He gets a free kick, and I knew he was going to be a dumbass and pass it to me, so I waited patiently and ended up getting a nice double tap from Rib to Rob for the diving header. The half came to a close at a 1-1 tie. Before the kickoff, he subbed Arteta for Cesc. Not too far after the kickoff, I found Royce in tons of room, with him just letting me get close to the goal, so when the goal was in my crosshairs, I fired a nice blast into the bottom corner for the goal. He rebutted by going all the way down the field because of my bad defense, but got a BS foul call in the box, so he converted it, of course. The only problem was, I did not want to lose my first game in Division 1, so on the kickoff, he charged in and I rainbowed over his poo defense and had one-on-one with Ribéry and the keeper, which I converted. After stealing the ball on his side of the field, I was able to luckily find Robin and get an overpowered near post blast. Again, on his failed counter, I was able to find Ribéry in space, and again, a one-on-one with me and the keeper to get the near post shot. The game ended with a score of 5-2, and now I have my first win in Division 1. The next opponent I faced had a very unoriginal Premier League team. 12 minutes into the game, he gets a corner and converts it because Hummels decides, I'm not going to mark him. 12 minutes later in the game, he gets another corner, and despite me trying to clear the ball, it ends up at his feet and he gets a roller to fall in for him. Not too long after his second goal, I was actually able to find Royce for a blast. Now the score is 1-2 and the comeback is on! With some nice short passing, I was able to find Robin, who runs down the field and finds Ribéry by himself for the goal. The score is now 2-2. Again, I was able to get the ball up the field with some good passing, but unfortunately, Ribéry could not finish it. The score is still 2-2. This guy always seemed to find Nani in space, so when I gave him space, this is basically just what happened.
Yo dog, I'm the sickest killer you've ever seen. Why isn't this working?
After his little skill run, I find myself with Robin on top of the box, who finds Royce, back to Robin, back to Lucas for the near post blast. This game is now mine. Oh, I guess I spoke too soon. Yeah, that happened. But have you ever heard of last minute heroics? It's in the 90th minute. With him still on another skill run, I was able to steal the ball easily and have a last minute opportunity to score before the game ended, but Lucas's shot was just wide and the game ended as a 3-3 tie. But since I tied, it's still another point and just puts me one step closer to the division title. My last opponent was one who had more coins than freaking Bill Gates. For once, my team was the far cheaper team, and I was fully aware that I had to bring my A game. But when I started playing this guy, for some reason all he tried to do was outpace me and just LBY over the top. So I just hung back and didn't let him use the long ball, and he had no idea what to do with himself in all the space. Time after time after time. After another outpace attempt, I was able to pass the ball all the way down the field, which eventually ended up at Robin's feet. But unfortunately, his shot hit the post. The half ended as a 0-0 tie. Not too far after the second half began, I was able to get the ball to Royce with space in the box and get a nice overpowered near post blast. On a corner kick by him, Neuer made an amazing save, to which I wanted to run down the field and maybe get a counter opportunity. So while I held A to throw the ball to the farthest guy down the field, Neuer decides a soft roller to the guy being marked by Ronaldo was the best idea that he had. So he did that, and yeah, he scored. It was Ronaldo, one-on-one on the keeper. Who do you think was going to score? I find Ribery with tons of space, and I run down the entire field. Did I score? Of course I scored. You let me do that to you, and I'll always score. At kickoff, he pauses the game, to which I assumed he was going to take a break away from this ass beating. But lo and behold, he brings on Falcao, Messi, and Neymar. I have a feeling this guy's getting pretty serious. As soon as play started again, I gave him tons of space, and he did not like it. Eventually, I was able to find Schwein in the midfield, and a couple of roulettes later, I was able to get a blast from outside the box, but again, I hit the post. Here, I get the ball all the way down the field because this guy's a shit defender, and Schwein takes a poo shot, which leads to this corner kick. I like to curl my corners out from the goal because sometimes this happens. Later on, I am still able to counter on this guy, so I find Royce with no defenders, and of course I score in a one-on-one scenario. But the game was not over. With some piss poor defense on my part, he was able to find Ronaldo in the box for the goal. This game ended at 4-2, and now I am only 14 points away from the Division 1 title. Hey guys, MogarMan here. If you liked my video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. If you want to watch my last video, click the icon to the left of the screen, and if you want to watch my next video, click the icon to the right of the screen. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Peace.